Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Teesha, and today we're going to do the top 5 surprising candles that I didn't like edition. With my friend Gabby, we say they didn't slap edition. So these are 5 different candles, or there's a brand in here that surprised me that I didn't like. So basically, if this is your favorite candle, I was surprised I didn't like it, and I'm going to share with you why. As we go through the list, and they're not really in a particular order. These are just the 5 that came to mind when I thought about doing this video. I don't think they're the worst candles ever. It's just that for whatever reason, the performance for me did not work out, basically. So we're gonna jump in, but if these are your favorite, you must have got a better batch, or, you know, it just, it didn't work out for me like scent-wise, but sorry, it's after work and my hair always gets a little big, but you guys always are pretty kind in the comments. So we're not going to mess with that right there, whatever's going on over here. So let's jump in. I know this is right off the bat, I'm feeling like, ooh, but I really wanted to do this video because again, there are candles that we don't like. It doesn't make them bad. It's just we didn't like them. So I'm going to start off with a brand. So this is Kringle candle. These are the Kittredge candles. They are, kind of like they have both versions on their website. These were 2-wick large jars. It smells so good on cold. So I had gotten 7 different scents. So I have 2 left. That means I've tried 5. I got 2 of the smoke and s'mores, and I hadn't tried this yet. I bought it. There was a really good sale. But with Kringle, they tend to be on the more expensive side, so I'm always kind of hesitant. Now, I did try that root beer donut candle. Amazing. Have a couple backups. So it's not like all of the brand I hate or dislike or didn't like. But these that I grabbed 6 of these, and I've burnt 1 of these. The other 4 were sooty, burned hot. The fragrance seemed to burn off. And I was really underwhelmed as I was going through them when I ordered. And so much so that even though they've released so many super cool Halloween candles, I've just been super hesitant to get any more from the brand. Now, I don't know that much about it, so I don't know why like some are named this and some are named that, but they're all on the same website. So for me, I was surprised at how little I liked these. Now, I still have these 2, and I have high hopes for both of these, but the other ones, I couldn't wait to get rid of them because they were just really low performing candles. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, the next one, I actually have 2 on my list I no longer have. And I tried to be very fair to all the brands. It's not like one brand is better than another. They all have duds. They all have powerhouses. You know what I mean? But I had tried this summer Flamingo Beach. So I'm going to pop a picture of the one that I had tried. And I had to include this candle because when I smelled it on cold, I picked up 2. I actually got that one in store, so it wasn't like I bought it online not knowing what it smelled like. I went in, I smelled it. It smelled delicious. It had like kind of like a beachy note, almost like a really nice suntan lotion with some berries. I thought it was going to be amazing. I remember the day that I lit that one up and everyone in my house basically had to evacuate. It smelled like a perm that was on fire, all the bad things. It was no good. And so I actually took that one back, and I think that might have been the very first candle I ever burned and returned. Now, it wasn't burnt for very long, but it was such a shock to me because when I smelled that candle on cold, I was like, I would love this in a body care. I want this in all the home fragrance. And then I lit it up and I was like, oh, what is going on? So I had to include that one, and I just have a picture here because I no longer have that candle. The third candle that I no longer have because I did burn through it was from Goose Creek. And this one I remember thinking when I saw it on the site, I'll tell you what it is. I'll put a picture here too. It's the Iced Cherry Cola Pop. They had come out with some really cool collections this summer. A popsicle collection, cereal collection. There was like a cake pop collection. So many cool collections. When I saw the Iced Cherry Cola, I was like, this is the perfect candle. I love that. That's like one of my favorite sodas from like my childhood. I thought it was going to be amazing. Kind of like that root beer donut. So unique. It was going to be amazing. So I got it, and I was surprised I didn't back it up, but I didn't. And when I lit that up, the whole time it smelled like Alka-Seltzer. I was like, am I getting sick? What am I thinking about Alka-Seltzer? Actually, right now I'm battling a little bit of a cold. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm okay. But if my eyes look cryy, I'm not that sad about these candles not working out. I promise you. So yeah, that one was a bust. I did finish it, but it was a struggle to finish because I did not care for the scent, that candle, the whole time. Alka-Seltzer. I was like, yuck. Okay, so next I have, and I feel like, again, I know some of these are favorites for some people, but these candles here, I put them in the same collection because they're kind of signature scents from Bath and Body Works. And so they come out with the whole line. You get a fragrance, you get like a perfume, you get all the body care, you get all the travel, you get all the home fragrance, there's wall plugs, everything, right? And this is the first one. I remember almost everyone got like PR for this one, and I thought the packaging was so gorgeous. I literally could not wait. I couldn't wait. I was in store the day it was supposed to come out. Now, I've told you guys before, I have a store that doesn't really always have everything right away. So this was all they had out, like 6 of these. And I went in with and got 2. And when I tell you, this was one of my first current burn reviews because I couldn't wait to burn it all the way through to talk about it. Then I thought, that's a really good idea to talk about it like at the halfway point or like after a few burns, then all the way through. So for that, I'll give this candle credit, but it had no scent. And it does on cold a little bit, but it was definitely one of those very disappointing, could have been so much more. The packaging was the best thing about this candle. And I will say that about the body care as well. It was underwhelming to me. It would just never became a favorite. That was such a hyped up scent collection that I couldn't believe it just wasn't a little bit more. This one has a floral note that is not listed. It's bright bubbly champagne and fresh citrus, which is pretty basic. But when I open this, it's so floral. And it just seems like not off-putting, but like out of place. Like it shouldn't be in here. This shouldn't smell like a floral. So that's another reason, but the performance was a dud. And I'm mad at myself, and I kind of like, after this, and then this was like strike 2. I also got Hibiscus Paradise, and I love that one. I typically like to burn one and then keep one in my collection. But, so I did that, and I really disliked it, and I kept one in my collection. And then I did that with Honey Wildflower. This burnt aggressive and hot and barely any fragrance. I mean, it felt like it burnt off in the first hour. But I did, again, love the packaging. I did come to love more of the body care in Honey Wildflower, and that's, I mean, usually if I love it in the home fragrance and then the body care, you know, except for a few scents. But this was another candle I kept in my collection, but I was unhappy with the performance. So after these 2, I was like, I'm not doing that again. And I would almost, Fairy Tale was like a comeback, and I haven't tried Pure Wonder. But these I feel like should be special because they do, well, not on the candles, they do increase the price point on all of their signature collection items lately. So there should just be something better performing in these candles. And so those are 2 that I'm not returning now because it's been a long time, but yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. If it doesn't perform, I'm not keeping it in my collection. I'll just post a picture because just because it doesn't perform, I don't want to keep in the collection to be like, here's a candle that doesn't perform. Anyway, so the last one in this set was just a scent that I've really struggled with this year because it's such a favorite. So I almost didn't include it. And then I thought, no, this one's one that kind of like sprung this idea into my mind. So I had to include it, and that's warm apple pie. Now, I had tried warm apple pie, I want to say 2 years ago. I don't remember trying it last year. I wasn't on YouTube making videos, and so my purchases were pretty sporadic just with everything going on with the you know what and everything. So I remember trying it before and loving it. Now, this is a beloved candle in the community. People will say this is a top favorite. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get it again because I didn't remember it being that way for me, but that's okay. And I got it in the summer, and I did get my burn one and save one. So this is my saved one. And it was okay. It was light though. The notes are Granny Smith apple, melted brown sugar, flaky homemade crust. I will say on cold, this is the most authentic pie scented candle. It really does bring that homemade pie crust to life. But I've had so many issues with the burning of this candle. Even these wicks look kind of bad. Like they're kind of fluffy at the top, so I'll have to cut them way down. But the first one I had of this was like drowning wicks the whole time. Really wasn't putting off a scent. It is a lighter scented candle. I do know that, but I wasn't really getting anything from this. And then I heard the fall version was better. Get the fall version. So I grabbed 2 of those in the packaging that we didn't really care for. And no, it was not better. It was worse. I couldn't smell anything. So for me, I just miss maybe a version from the past. I think it's all like, it's supposed to be a good performing candle. Like, who doesn't love apple pie? And, you know, but it just is light. They could have done so much more. So for me, it was a disappointing candle. And so that is my top 5. And like I said, it wasn't that hard to come up with. We've probably all had a different 5 candles that I absolutely love. And you guys would tell me, no, that didn't perform for me whatsoever. So like, let me know down below in the comments. Like, I know I hit some favorites. I'm sorry. But let me know, no matter what, it's just a conversation. So let me know down below, like, your top 5 or 3 or 1 even disappointing candles this year. This surprised you. Like, you were surprised how little you loved it. And that will do for today. I appreciate you all for watching to this point, and I will talk to you down below. I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Bye, everybody.